There are times in life when words spoken in anger turn into lifelong regrets. Sometimes people don't realize the value of what they have until their own actions take it away from them. This story is about that kind of realization. Slow, painful, transforming. The kind that humbles a person from the inside. Right now, there's someone out there whose heart aches every single day because of what they said to you. They feel the heaviness of their words, the sharp silence that followed, and the emptiness that now sits where laughter once lived. At first, they didn't understand how deep their words had cut. They thought the silence between you was temporary, that one day things would naturally fall back into place. But silence has a strange power. It echoes the truth that was ignored. Every time they wake up, that silence reminds them of you, of the way you looked when you walked away, of how your eyes spoke more than your mouth ever could. They feel ashamed now, not just because they hurt you, but because they finally understand how deeply you cared. You see, people often take gentle souls for granted. They think kindness means weakness. They think forgiveness means forever. They believe that no matter what they say or do, you'll always be there, waiting, loving, giving. But the universe has its own way of showing people the value of what they lose. When you stopped speaking, when your voice disappeared from their world, they felt something break inside them. That's when they realized silence can be louder than any argument, any explanation, any apology. They replay every word they said. They wish they could go back, but they can't. They wish they could undo the pain they caused, but that's not how life works. Every night, they sit alone, thinking about you, the person who once stood beside them, the one who cared even when they didn't deserve it. They remember your patience, your warmth, your presence. And now, when they look around, no one else feels like you. No one else listens the way you did. No one else understands their silence the way you did. You are not just another person in their life. You are the calm in their chaos, the soft light in their darkness. And losing that light has left them lost.
But this pain they're feeling, this is not punishment. It's awakening. The universe is making them face their own reflection. Every time they remember what they said, it stings, it burns. But that burn is cleansing their ego, teaching them humility, breaking the pride that once blinded them. They're learning that love is not about winning arguments. It's about understanding hearts. They're realizing that a single careless word can destroy something precious that took years to build. You, on the other hand, have learned a powerful lesson too. You've learned the beauty of silence. You've learned that sometimes the best response is no response. You've discovered your strength, the strength to walk away, the strength to choose peace over chaos. At first, it hurt, didn't it? It hurt to not hear from them, to wonder if they ever missed you. But slowly, that hurt turned into peace. You started focusing on yourself. You started realizing that love should not drain you. It should help you grow. This distance, though painful, became your teacher. It showed you that sometimes people must lose you to find themselves. It showed you that your energy, your kindness, your love, these are not things everyone deserves. You started seeing your own worth. And that is what the universe wanted for you. The one who hurt you, they are learning too, but in their own way. Every day, they try to fill the silence with distractions, work, people, laughter. But when night comes, when everything quiets down, the truth returns. The memory of your voice, your smile, your care, it hits them like a wave. They realize that the words they said that day did more damage than they imagined. And that realization breaks them a little more each time. They want to reach out. They type messages and delete them. They think of calling you, but stop before pressing dial. Their mind says, maybe it's too late. But their heart whispers, I miss them. They're afraid of rejection, afraid that you've healed without them, afraid that you finally moved on. And maybe you have. Maybe the pain they gave you was what pushed you toward your growth. Maybe you've learned to live without them, to love yourself more. But even if you have moved on, your story still matters. Because through this silence, both of you are learning. They're learning accountability, and you're learning self-respect. They're learning the power of apology, and you're learning the peace of forgiveness. Not forgiveness for them, but for yourself, so you can move forward without carrying their mistake on your heart. In life, we all say things we don't mean when we're angry, scared, or hurt. But not everyone learns from it. The ones who truly change are the ones who face their own guilt instead of running from it. And this person, they are facing it now. They've realized that ego can destroy love faster than lies can. They've realized that silence can be the loudest punishment of all. And somewhere deep down, they wish they had handled things differently. What they don't know is that this pain is shaping them into a better version of themselves. One day, they'll understand that the words they regret were part of their karma, a lesson they needed to grow. They will meet people who remind them of you, but no one will ever feel like you, because you were not a coincidence. You were a divine connection meant to awaken them.
You might still think about them sometimes. That's normal, because love, even when broken, leaves its mark. But instead of asking why it ended, ask what it taught you. Did it make you stronger? Did it teach you to listen to your intuition? Did it show you your worth? If yes, then it wasn't a loss, it was growth. And for them, even if they never get a chance to fix things, they will carry your memory as a constant reminder. A reminder that real connections don't fade, even when words end them. They will remember your kindness, your patience, your forgiveness. And maybe that memory will be the reason they treat the next person better. You see, life has a way of balancing everything. The pain you went through will come back as peace. The regret they feel will come back as wisdom. You both are healing in different ways. You're becoming stronger. They're becoming softer. You're moving toward peace. They're walking through regret. And in that balance, the universe smiles, because both souls are learning what they were meant to learn. So don't look back in anger. Don't wait for closure. You are your closure. Your silence, your growth, your calm. That's the proof that you've already healed. And if one day they gather the courage to apologize, you don't need to say much. Just smile, because you already learned what you needed to. Life moves forward, but the lessons we gain stay with us. The words they regret today will shape how they speak tomorrow. And the pain you survived will shape how you love yourself tomorrow. So keep walking with faith. Trust that every heartbreak was preparing you for peace. Trust that your silence is doing more than words ever could. Because one day, they'll look at your picture or hear your name, and a tear will fall. Not because they hate you, but because they finally understand what they lost. A genuine soul, a patient heart, a love that was pure. And you, by then, will already have found peace. You'll look back and smile, not with bitterness, but with gratitude. Because you'll realize you were never losing them, you were finding yourself.